Oh, I think I'm live. Yep. Coolio. I'm gonna wait for people to turn up. Just mindlessly chat. If that one turns up, that's fine. Oh my god, my phone is going off. Post on Twitter. Currently X. And then just wait for people to fill her in. Hello. I'm gonna wait for a couple of minutes just for people to kind of just come in as they please. If they remember that this is happening. Actually, good point. Me and my brain. No, never mind. I was gonna put a community post out, but usually I see those things like days before they actually were posted, so I feel like it's a bit pointless otherwise. But no, I'll just I'll stay here for a bit, just chilling. Literally, my house is freezing cold, so just trying to see if there's anything else I need to quickly set up or close before I start the stream. Close you. Okay. Cool. I need to also pop out my chat, because otherwise I'm not going to see anything. I'll pop it up here for now. Cool. Regardless of how many people turn up and don't turn up, I'll probably keep this video up alive for a bit, just to share the information for the people that couldn't tune in right now. I know there's probably quite a few people to the right of me in the world that are probably about to fall asleep. So I'm not being too kind to my European fans, but hey, they'll get their time soon enough, I'm sure. All right, cool. What I'm going to do now is just going to switch over from this lovely holding slide and hopefully open up the project. Yes, there we go. Okay, so hello, welcome to the stream where I break down my song Cassiopeia that I wrote for Eclipsed Sounds voice bank NYL. It's been a long process, actually, this, but it's been a very enjoyable process nonetheless, and I honestly can't wait to tell you about the process of it, how it was working with the Eclipsed Sounds. Spoiler alert, it was very good. Highly recommend. And tell you about all of the cool stuff that came up from it, and all of the processes in terms of how I developed things, what they wanted, and how I eventually came up with this track. So I guess first off, I'll tell you about how I got this opportunity. Just out of the blue, I got a DM from Eclipse Sounds saying, "Hey, we've got an opportunity for you. Could you DM us your email?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Whatever this is going to be great. I'll go for it." They emailed me and they were like, "Hey, we want you to do a demo song for something that's upcoming. Will you be able to do that?" And then, I said, of course, absolutely. It was one of my dreams as a vocally producer way back when to be able to do a demo song for an upcoming voice bank. And now that dream has been ticked off. I'm pretty pleased with that. And then... and then we went through all the logistics, all of the sorting outs. I got put into a Discord server because that's where all the cool stuff happens. All the cool secret NDA breaking stuff is always on a cool Discord server. That's where I met all the other people that were going to be there, and I saw the roster and I was like, wow, all of these people I'm going to be associated with for this project, some real hard hitters, as you've now seen. It's quite an honour to be a part of that group of very talented producers, and to be considered a very talented producer myself. So they came up to me and they were like, "Hey, we want a song like Sunrise." Now, a Sunrise might not be a song that you know, because it's a song that I sung myself, produced myself, has no affiliation with vocal synth or Vocaloid at all. And you can see that by the amount of plays that it's got. But nonetheless, they wanted a song like that, but for nyl. And I was like surprised. I'm really surprised that they were like that. They wanted that song, but I was like, absolutely, no problem, deal. So then I kind of went away and started looking at like inspirations. Now I've got a playlist on YouTube here. Let's see if I can find the actual playlist that I made without doxing myself or accidentally playing, I don't know, copyrighted music. I'll be able to list the songs that I kind of wanted to be inspired by. Playlists, here we go. Themes for demo song. Okay, I only had a couple of ones. So the idea that I wanted was, I wanted to create a song that was ballad but also gospel infused, because it's a style that I absolutely love and wish that I ever made before now, but now I'm very glad that I have made it. So quite a few songs. The one that was most inspired by was Holy by Justin Bieber featuring Chance the Rapper. You know, the very nice gospel-y and hard-hitting, but still hard-hitting instrumental. There's also the gospel version of Nick Jonas' Jealous. I just am obsessed with that. It's the joy and the energy that kind of thing brings, and hopefully managed to bring through my demo song, which you'll see in front of you. Thank you very much for finding me through my demo song. I didn't think that was going to be a thing, because I didn't know that it was going to reach people that didn't know me already, through one thing or another. But I'm very glad that you found me, and please stick around, because October's going to be a crazy cool, the next few weeks are going to be a crazy cool time for any Mizu fans. And Xavier's here. Great. He's going to complain that I'm not able to play Fortnite or Baldur's Gate 3. Instead, I am nurturing my musical career. How dare I? Okay, so I'm going to play this song just one time through, let everyone jam, let everyone chill, and then I'll explain, the writing of it, and explain all the cool stuff that I did with it. Oh, go on. There we go. Let me know if you can't hear it.
Yeah, yeah. Staring up at the stars, looking for the truth. How long till the void stares back at you? Feel my eyesight straining, but you know that I ain't complaining. No, 'cause when I close my eyes, it's a darker view. Trying hard to make sense of the world I've made. Loaded questions breaching my palisade. Wallowed in my sorrow, tried to be my own Apollo, but I need a crone in a throne to light the way. So give me your glory, glory, glory. Oh Cassiopeia, please show me you're here, and give me your glory, glory, glory. Let me see your vanity and set me free. When I got up, I was stuck wearing my mask, and all that did was make my days overcast. But you're giving my breathing some meaning. I found something to really believe in, and hopefully I see your fire start at last. I know you think my thoughts are so illogical, but my belief in stars is cosmological. Cause every night I've been stuck in this thought that changing my name will erase who I was. Nah, we always leaning on some letters on the page, yeah. Give too much meaning to some noises that we made. But in the end I always think of little me. I know that they'll be proud of me for standing up for who I be. So give me your glory, glory, glory. Oh Cassiopeia, please show me you're here and give me your glory, glory, glory. Let me see your vanity and set me free. You know I never wanted sympathy. Yeah, all I wanted was some company. And all I got was a celestial beam to comfort me, comfort me. See where I lie between the old and one, and love the person that I've become. Value me for who I be and set me free. Glory, glory, glory. Oh Cassiopeia, you finally appeared to give me your glory. Oh, let me see your vanity and set me free. Okay. So give me your glory, glory, glories. Oh Cassiopeia, please show me you're here. Please show me you're here. Oh no, no. Let me see your vanity and set me free. Oh yeah. You know I never wanted sympathy. No, I never. Yeah, all I wanted was some company. Wanted some company. And all I need is celestial beam to comfort me, comfort me. Where I lie, just tell me I'm okay. Not the person that loved me the right way. Me, yeah, who I be and set me free. See where I lie between the others and ones, and love the person that I become. Oh, value me for who I be and set me free.
Thank you very much, Neil. I'll take it from here. You might notice the song sounds a little bit different to what actually is put out on what's actually put out on what's it called on the Eclipse Sounds YouTube channels, because this is the version before mastering. So this just doesn't have the mastering effects on it, which actually does boost up the sound quite a lot. So it sounds a little bit different, sounds a little, I guess, less full. But you know, nothing, the actual bones of it are still there. My good friend, and totally not paid to say this, Xavier, did ask, did I do the tune and did someone else? You know, good question. I'll answer that in a second. Kind of once I go across to the tuning section of this, the actual writing with a prototype voice bank. I'll try and be vague as possible in terms of what the inner workings of things are, because I never really got the inner workings of things and how they did things, because I've got no idea about how voice bank gets put together, synth or otherwise. But it's cool, the information that I did get, but I'll try not, give away too many company secrets. So the first thing that I did was make this song, and then I was like, well, I'll put Nil's voice bank over it then as well, because there was a quite a big waiting time between getting involved and getting the first voice bank prototype. So in that time, I wrote the song, which is pretty funny. But the reason why I wrote the song so quick is because I had an absolute blast writing it. It was just so enjoyable. Actually, no, I wrote most of the song apart from verse 2. That's a lie. But I started off with this. Chord progression, nice and simple, no questions about it. Simple chords, then with an extra note on the top, just to be like, ooh, let's make things a little bit funkier. So. Now I'm starting to produce more in Logic Pro than in FL Studio. And one of the things I'm going to miss so much from FL Studio is this option that's coming in the new update. Tools, scripts humanize. It is such a good thing for piano parts in a song that needs to sound a little bit more human. So what it does is it slightly changes the start point for any notes, and also changes the velocity even slightly. So for a really nice plugin like this, like Keyscape, that makes the difference between it sounding robotic and sounding like an actual human played it. One of the things they really wanted in my song is a ballad, but with an electronic twist. So I decided to just do that in the first 5 seconds to be like, here you go, there you go, done. And the rest of it will be like that. Just give them a little bit of confidence that they made the right decision. So what I did was have this piano part, which goes through Valhalla Shimmer, which is just a very good, versatile, very, very long reverb. Shimmery, hence the name. I use it in pretty much everything. That and vintage reverb. Use that on everything. Because it's just very versatile and usually gets the sound that I want pretty easily. So that's the ballad stuff. What's the electronic stuff? So this is the electronic stuff. My God, I can't remember how I made this or anything because it was so long ago. But so let's find out together. So the first thing it goes through is the preset Mangle Smear on Portal. My friend is now given up on watching the stream and is now playing Deadlock according to my Steam notifications. I look forward to chastising about that later. What a friend. So it's going to go through Portal first to create this lovely sound. And then that's EQ'd out all the low and the high, so there's nothing too harsh on the sound. So, a nice little bit of a bandpass, which I've now messed up. And to get it to that pulsing sound, I put it through Shaper Box, as you'll see in a second. 2, 3, small 4. And then this is... What is this? I don't know what this is. I think is this to turn it off? Or is this like a pre-fade? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't want to touch it though. So because it will ruin everything. Anyway. So that's the start of the song. Excuse me. It's late. So that's the start of the song, but if you listen to this bank on its own, it's like, well, yeah, but it doesn't sound like one of those stand-up pianos with all of the crunchy keys and slightly detuning stuff. Sounds a bit too polite, doesn't it? So then that's why I got this, which is Imagura's Piano 2. I hope. Yes, I just need to find it in my plugin list. There it is. So I got Imagura's Piano 2, very versatile piano thing, and also a lot cheaper than Keyscape. But I like to use it for its ability to, number one, make things very deep and dark in tone, but also very soft. That's very useful. But I also use it to create the hammer, pedal, and noises. As you can see, those are turned up to stupid levels, but the actual notes being played aren't being played at all, so you get this sound. You get this sound. So it's just sounds of pedals and hammers going off on those notes. So both of those combined beautiful, isn't it? Again, don't know how Thank you for thinking that's clever. I think it's clever because, again, I don't know how I came up with that idea, but I'm very impressed with previous me on coming up with that kind of stuff. If only I came up with that kind of ingenious idea now. But we'll see how it goes. I think they are similar chords to the song Holy by Justin Bieber featuring Chance the Rapper. Again, it's very similar in the vibe, but hopefully different enough to not get me sued. Thumbs up there. Okay, so, oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh god, I'm so sorry for what about to happen. So, because I didn't have a voice bank, I had to sing over the top of it, just to kind of give them what I wanted to do with the voice bank, what I wanted to sing, to see if they were yay or nay on the idea, on the theming. So this is what I did.
Yeah. Staring up at the stars, looking for the truth, until the voice stares back at you. Feel my eyesight straining, but you know that I ain't complaining. No, cause when I close my eyes, it's a dark of you.
That's absolutely tuned, by the way.
Trying hard to make sense of the world I've made. Loaded questions breaching my palisade. Wallowed in my sorrow, try to be my own Apollo, but I need a crown and a throne to land my way. Oh, give me your glory, glory, glory. Oh, Cassiopeia, please show that you're here, and give me your glory, glory, glory. Let me see your vanity and set me free. When I got up, I was...
So that's what I sent through the first time round. People were like, okay, does this sound good? And they were like, oh yeah, that's good. So I'm happy that they were impressed. I also did a low octave version.
I've made loaded questions breaching my palisade.
Woo!
Wallowed in my sorrow.
So, but then I did the same thing, but with the second chorus, just give them again a feel for it, see what I wanted to do with it, see if they're okay with the ideas. I just made sure that they were included as much as possible in the process because, you know, I don't want to be like, here's a song, and they were like, great, we don't want this. We told you to make a ballad song with electronic elements, and you've made a rock opera. Cool, but weird. But yeah, this is the second kind of sample that I sent through.
Proud of me for standing up for who I be. Give me your glory, glory, glory. Oh, Cassiopeia, please show me you're here, and give me your glory, glory, glory. Let me see your vanity and set me free. You know I never wanted sympathy. All I wanted was some company, and all I got was a celestial queen that comfort me, comfort me. See where I lie between the O's and ones. I love the person that I've become, and value me for who I be, and set me free.
Just quite fun listening back onto this is hearing the differences in pronunciations, the difference in intonation, and where the stresses are in certain words, and also just some words being completely changed out from my vocal version to Nil's vocal version. Also, if you express the interest of my voice becoming an Eclipse Sound synth voice bank, please make it known. I will be formally submitting my voice in all of its glory to him. Just be like, hey, this would be fun, wouldn't it? But like in a formal, cool way. What was next? So yeah, that was the beginning process, and then actually, I don't think I'll be able to do it because I think of how things went. But I was going to show you the synth.v file, as in how I started off this synth.v file. Let's see if it's there. Okay. I don't know how to stream this. Okay. Let's see. Add window capture 5. It is not there. Oh no, it was there. It was literally right in front of me. Don't judge me. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. Let me find out if you can see that. Oh god, everything's everywhere. I don't have enough streams and screens. Okay, cool. You can see that. So this is how the project started. And to answer Xavier's question from many, many years ago, yes, I did my own tuning. Because usually I don't, especially with Vocaloid stuff where it's an absolute pain. Thankfully for synth.v stuff, it's much easier for a chump like me to tune something at least half decent. So as you can see with this file, it is, broken up into the main points of each part of the song. A couple of double lines to what's the word? Fill out the sound. 2 harmony lines just to create that nice chord harmony. 2 praise B and 2 harmony praise B's to kind of emphasize the coolness of it. And spread out the sound, make it sound fatter. But yeah, it all started as alto, and is now kind of progressed into nyl. Again, I don't have the official version of nyl. I've got the official version of nyl, but not in the same way that you would. And something, I don't know if they want me to say this, but I'll say it because this just shows the generosity and just how real this company is. It's a company of a few people, realistically. So you might think of them as some big conglomerate with a lot of money in the bank, but I know that they're not. but that makes them all the more real. And they were just came to me, and the other people were like, "Hey, if you don't have any of the Starry Court people, let us know. We can hook you up." And honestly, that is so unbelievably kind and generous and smart, because that means I'm going to be probably using their sound banks a lot more. Especially Solaria. Bust out Solaria again. So yeah, and this is how it kind of ended up. Again, same pattern, same everything, just with the all of the vocal modes. Now if I go back to oh god, which one was it? Oh no. If I do this, do they get it? Okay, cool. We're back again. Everything's fine. And as you can see in the actual project, it's all about breakdown again into different parts. So it all makes sense. I could talk about some of the layers here that are actually quite fun. To kind of give it the extra gospel vibe, I added, I think this is a Rhodes. But also adds some nice chorus effect because of the phasing that comes up with these Rhodes. Again, this is available in Keyscape, the plugin, which I use about 3 or 4 of in every single project that I do. With I think this is just a pad. This is Mosaic Voices. Again, Mosaic Voices is another plugin that I pretty much use on everything, because again, it's so versatile. There's so many presets, and you're always guaranteed to find something that you like, or something that is so close to being what you like, you can tweak it a little bit and be like, boom, that's exactly what I need. Put it in for the entirety of the track. Is this another pad? It sounds like strings to me. It is. It says cinematic pads. Again, just a nice background sound that, you know, works. It's just the tonic chord, C major. Yeah, just C major in the background, and, you know, even with the chords going on at the same time, it still sounds good. Da 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 da. What's this? Do you know what would be really good? If I label my tracks, so I wouldn't have to go, what's this, and play whatever it is. Oh, it's a Mellotron! I love Mellotrons. I got to play an actual Mellotron just last week. It was so cool to just be able to load up the sounds of like a flute and the violin, which you typically get in your Mellotron sound, and actually play it. Oh, it was so good. But I love the Mellotron sound. It really makes things a lot more emotional, but also a lot more vintage. Beautiful. I think this is going to be trumpets. Yeah. This is Hollywood Pop Brass, I think is the name of the bank. And then again, same deal. The drums are almost entirely done by Easy Drummer. So this was the easiest part, hence the name, that I just got up the kind of drum bank that I wanted, which was just like a normal drum bank with no big thrills or anything, but also quite dampened. So this is the tight room version, so there's not much reverb on everything, because that means I can control it myself. And then I went into grooves, picked a groove that I liked, shoved it into the MIDI, and easy as. What's this? Oh, this is another instance of Easy Drummer, just for the tambourine and also the fill for some reason. Then these are my own claps. Just me clapping over and over again from different points of my room. So it kind of gives this different vibe, like there's multiple people in my room, which there never is because I don't invite people over. And then I layered it with this cashmere clap, so that kind of added the low points and also the kind of low frequencies, but also, yeah, it just made it sound a lot more fuller. This is the bass. I think this is again another keyscape instance. Sure is. It's a Rose piano bass, which just sounds like an actual bass, which is so cool. But like has this different sound to it. I don't know if you can hear the subtleties of that sound. So fun. And something that I always use in my songs that I really should stop using is this my what's it called? My sample. Oh my god, what's it called? Sample. Just my choir samples. I've forgotten the actual sample pack. My god, that was terrible. It's just. Again, just do the nice walk down. Does all the chords, and then also launches itself into the chorus with this nice crescendo from to R's. It's a nice layer, isn't it? This one, which causes my computer to lag beyond belief. Just a nice little Again, here's the massive chain that causes it to lag, so I'll go through this all one. For number one, it's just me singing. I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, whoa, I. Okay, you get the deal. Next, this is just a very, very basic kind of compression with the auto level. Takes out quite a few of the low end and a bit of the nasal end of my voice, and also gates out all the breaths and background sounds. So yeah, that's oh. So what that does is kind of change it from one big recording to kind of like these vocal chop sounding things. Then Little Altar Boy, what I usually do is pitch it up a full octave and then format it 4 semitones. So that makes it sound very Porter Robinson-y.
Oh, oh.
I then put it through Digitalis. Long Since Forgotten is my usual go-to preset because it kind of gives this nice, just, well, dated, band passy sound, but also quite, you know, again, forgotten and trashy. With this sample, you know, got different things, but I just kind of changed the band to be a bit more, well, a bit more varied, I guess. Sounded a bit quiet. OTT, beyond belief. And the last thing is this sidechain. And that's how you get that sound. And also that's how you get about 25% of your CPU dedicated to one track on your song. I think that's all of the... Do you know what? This is a relatively simple song considering all my music. Because that's all it is. I've run out of things.
You think my thoughts are so illogical, but
I mean, I'm happy to take more questions about the process, about this song, about, you know, writing to brief. I could talk about a lot about writing to brief because that's what I do in my time when I'm not writing songs for people or for myself. Is I'm writing songs to brief for K-pop, J-pop, Western pop, everything pop. So makes sense why I thought this is a little bit more of a breeze than I thought, than I initially thought it was going to be.
give me your glory, glory, glory.
Oh, I do have a fun thing. You'll hear obviously this ad lib at the end. What's this? Oh, okay. This is a lovely sample. Oh, by the way, recommend sample pack from Splice. Fritz's Fritz Moment has so many cool stuff. This being one of them. So peaceful. Isn't that you just want to look up the stars and just feel the breeze in your hair and just realize that the world is just so nice. And then you look up and see those 5 stars glaring down at you and it's like, okay, yes, I am a valid person. You're right. Let me see if I can boot up. I'm gonna go over here. Can you still hear me? Yes, cool. I'm gonna see if I can boot up the mastering. So I have a separate project for every single track for its master because Ozone, which is the software they use for mastering, is a CPU and memory behemoth. So to put it onto this track would cause everything to crash, like the project is doing right now, even if I'm asking it to close. Oh, isn't that nice? So yeah, I'm gonna create my own track. I create my project for mastering, but also on this project is where I kind of came up with these ad-lib ideas for the last chorus. I didn't really know what to do for it specifically, so I just kind of let the last chorus play and just screamed over the top of it. Now you might be thinking, Mizu, that's just an exaggeration. I'm sure you sang beautifully. I will prove to you that I did not, but at least my ideas did come across clearly, and therefore I managed to change them into what you hear today on the song. By the way, don't forget, that song is out now on streaming services and Spotify and such. I could also tell you about my mastering process for this song. I think that'd be cool. Hopefully it's there. Sick. Okay. Let me just close this for now. So here you can see the final WAV file. And now if I play it
He
loud.
had set me free. When I got up, I was stuck.
A lot louder. Yeah, again, I'll explain how I did all of this in a second. But here is the most interesting point, is all of these purposely locked off and silenced and muted channels. Oh boy. You ready to hear all these terrible screams?
Glory, oh Cassiopeia,
So this is
you
just me
finally
leading myself
appear
into the
to
bridge.
give me your glory.
Awful.
Let me see your vanity.
Oh god, I don't know what's about to happen. I'm just gonna go ahead and mute right now before everything goes to shit, and you don't think of me as a good artist. So I think the first thing that I really wanted to do was this really high note.
See, please.
So I just did that over and over again. In various successes. Oh, that one is so bad it's not even playing. That's hilarious. Oh, it's because it's on. Okay.
Yes. Oh, Cassio.
Calm down. So I really wanted to go for that note at the top.
Please.
Awful. And then the next one, all of my singing wanted to do is this Ocassio, but not
Oh, Cassio.
either. That was me not being able to sing it.
Oh, Cassio.
I guess maybe it was just a good alternative, just in case you didn't. The top one didn't work.
Oh, Cassio.
It's all different variations of kind of the similar thing.
Oh, Cassio.
Of course, the one I ended up going for was "Oh Cassio," so instead of "ah da da," it was "da da da da." Little changes, but it made it a little bit more lyrical and melodical.
No, Cassio, Cassio. Now please show me your hair. Glory.
These things should not be given to the public for free use. I need to clarify here for anyone that's watching thinking, what the hell am I doing? This is literally me improvising with no care in the world, and previously no knowledge that I was going to make these public. But I think it's very important to point out that these things happen when you are me and you're trying to come up with a cool ad-lib. And in the end, even if these sound terrible, what you hear in the actual song is the product of all of these waveforms, so I think you'll find that it's actually pretty good songwriting technique. My songwriting technique when I'm at songwriting camps is literally babbling melodies into my phone recorder, and that's with the way that people do it.
No, Cassiopeia. No, show me your hair. No,
What
give
am I
me
doing? I dread to think what this is.
me.
Okay, I'm gonna hand over my cool songwriter badge after the end of the stream, because I think I have officially lost it.
Cassio. No, show me your hair. No, yeah.
Okay, this seems so good.
Let me see ya. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's Mizu's voice giving up in the middle of the take. I can tell that for sure.
Be free. Yeah. No, I never wanted some sympathy.
That's not even the lyric.
Comfort. Just tell me I'm okay. Just love me the right way. Don't see me there.
Interesting, isn't it? This is the last one that I took.
Be free. Yeah.
Shush you.
No, I never wanted some company. Comfort me. Just tell me I'm okay. Love me the right way. Oh.
So this is the final take that I did.
Yeah, say what love between the yours and ones. And love the person that I've become. Oh, value me for who I be and set me free.
So this is clearly the last take that I did after all of these evolutions, being like, okay, most of these ideas I'll stick with. And in the end, I did, as you can hear now.
Oh, let me glories. Oh, Cassio, please show me how you show me how let me see your vanity, set me free. Oh yeah, you know I never want to sympathy. No, I never.
Actually, I really should show a clip of sounds this stream now, because when I put in my application to be a future voice bank, they were like, nah mate, do you see a stream? No one wants to hear that. And I'll have to agree with them and, hang my head in shame. Okay. So now that's done, and I will not be playing all of them at once because that sounds like the worst thing in the world, and yes, I have done it, and yes, I do regret it. Now I'm going to show you what I did for my mastering. So the first thing I did was put up my usual go-to basic master chain for Ozone. I should say that probably all of these can be achieved using other plugins, like other separate plugins. So like an equalizer, you can just use the equalizer on FL Studio. Low-end focus. Again, you can use a more like reactive EQ, because this one reacts to the sounds that comes through in these things and then dips it down or pumps it up as much as you want it to. Imager, again, there'll be plenty of plugins that do something similar, and Maximizer is just a limiter, but it's more fancy. So all of these things you can achieve without using this very expensive software, but I also just have this very expensive software just because, I don't know, I'm a shill. If this stream was sponsored by Isotope, A, that'd be great, but B, I'd have lost the sponsorship by now, and you all know why. Okay, so first of all, oh my god, this is so much equalizing. This is really bad. Why did I do this much equalizing? That's basically the whole song. That's the whole EQ, just gone. But it makes a difference. Let's just skip.
But you're giving my breathing some meaning. I found something to really believe in, and hopefully I see your vibes start at last. I know you think my thoughts are so illogical, but my belief in stars is cosmological. Cause it
does seem to tighten up the sound a bit, and a lot of these decisions were made by putting a Sound IFD reference on it. Ignore this. I do have a reference. I do have a license. It's just not on this computer. So I played this, and it kind of matched the sounds that are prominent and not as prominent in the headphones that I use. Then balances out to create a perfectly flat sound, and then also emulates the sounds through different, like through your phone, through a laptop speaker, through a TV, through your car. Emulates those sounds to see how it sounds in different situations, and then from that you can make your own decisions about what mixing decisions need to be made. One of the decisions that needs to be made for me that I didn't realize I need to be made was this band 2000 hertz or 2 kilohertz. Turns out it's very prominent when you play it through smartphone speakers, that full volume. So I dipped that down by a decibel, and it made quite a lot of difference. So that alone was worth it, the cost for it. Again, here's a low end focus. One thing I did realize when I was playing it through was the bass was just too loud. So I wanted to keep the punchiness of the bass, especially with the kick, but also turn down the gain of the actual bass, so it balanced it out quite well. This is the usual setup that I have for my imager. I used to have it cranked up to all the way up to 100 before, but it just sounds a bit cheap. And also you lose a lot of the clarity when you're in not ideal listening situations. So now I just do it at about 50, and then minus 50 for the bass, because you want the bass pretty mono. I think that's pretty cool. And then here's my setup for the limiter. Add a little bit of soft clip, so it has the nice crunchy bit at the low ends, but also crunchy bit for the low ends, but also not too blown out to the point where it's unlistenable or it just sounds like badly mixed. I turned on true peak, so it didn't peak in digital or analog versions. Cranked up the gain a lot, so so it sounded properly compressed, but not to the point where it sounded so the compression kind of overtook the sound of the actual song, if that makes sense. I made sure that the actual limiting and the actual limiting of it was nice and smooth, because it's not an EDM song, so it doesn't need to be sharp and to the point. It kind of needs to have this smooth thing, because as soon as you turn it down to like clipping, well, it doesn't sound as smooth, funnily enough. Sounds a lot more, sounds like it was clipping more. The soft clip came up a bit too much. It's just these small decisions. And that's my song mastered. Okay, so I've got one more thing to talk about, but I'm willing to let people ask any questions if they've got any questions about this process. But if people don't have any questions about it, I'll talk about my one final secret thing that no one knows about, and then you'll find out first before everyone else in the mainly Twitter world will find out next. Speaking of the Twitter world, my what is it called? My trending pages. Crazy. It's first is a NBA match which I don't watch, and then it's hashtag femboy. I don't know what's going on there. But I'm intrigued. Okay. Whilst this loads, I could talk about. I could firstly thank Eclipse Sounds for. God, could you imagine? It would make NBA a lot more popular with a group of people that it's missing out on. They're just not hitting the core demographic of fanboys. Anyway, yes, I want to thank Eclipse Sounds first of all for making me involved in this project. I loved every second of it, and I love that I'm associated with it. Second of all, I really thank FNBA. Oh. Very well done. That's the level of pun that I love. Sorry, I was too busy thinking about puns to finish off my thanks. Thank you again to Eclipse Sounds for putting up with me, but also for giving me permission to do this stream and talk about all this cool process and ramble through it. I hope that I get to work with them soon, again on something else, or just keep in the I don't know, in the mix of things. They're just fun people to work with, and they were very polite and apologetic about things that were out of their control, which was very nice. And also the kept us in the loop about anything, any updates, any changes, etc., etc. So they were very fun, good to work with. I want to thank you all for coming, and I want to thank you all for sticking around for as long as you have, or popped in and out as you wanted and pleased, or if you listen to this the catch up, thank you for wanting to catch up on this. It's cool that you wanted to listen to it even when it wasn't live while I've been rambling through it. Maybe you watched this at full like twice speed, which honestly I don't blame you. There's one thing I've got to announce, and it's something pretty cool actually. Instead of getting up a cool graphic, I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna tweet. My next song, Amoureux, the first track of my upcoming EP, Another Direction, will be out next week, next Friday, October 18th. The art and the music video will be done by, of course, my favourite Shirotani, who is currently recovering after a very long weekend at a con. The vocals will be done by Lin Lai via Vocaflex, which I think is so cool. I can't wait to show you how that sounds. The full EP will be out 25th of October. It'll be 5 tracks, 4 and Amoureux. And then more information about that will be coming soon as we've got time to put it out. So, first of all, just got to go ahead and post that. And then second of all, why don't you hear a little bit of it? Doesn't that sound fun? Does that sound cool? Okay, here is the pre-chorus and chorus for Amoureux. As you can see, I named these things very cleverly. Let me turn this down real quick.
Poems and stories can't even comprehend the moments of glory I feel when you hold my hand. Maybe, just maybe, we'll turn these pages of white into a story tonight. Give me love, give me hope, and promise me that we can walk and elope on the Paris streets. Like we're sailing on the sun, I can feel it once again that I am so amoureux with you. Oh yeah. I never knew that I could be the lucky one. I never knew that I'd write so.
So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. I can't wait to talk to you all again very soon. When the next song comes out next week, and then the week after that is EP release, but also the start of Miku Expo Europe. So I'm gonna be busy, but I'm gonna make sure that everyone knows what's going on, where I'm at, whether I'm available to do whatever. I can't wait to share all this cool stuff with you, and I can't wait to actually get all these songs that have been in the pipeline for some of them years and years on end out in the world, and it's an honor to be able to do this with such a cool amount of people. So thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. Excuse me for burping through half of this outro. The professionalism is not here, I'll be honest with you, but I appreciate it nonetheless that you've come and listened and watched. So good night, have a good night, have a good rest of the week, have a good next week as well. God, I'm gonna be tired and ill, but I can't wait to get on with this and give you all of these songs because I've been sitting on them for so long. Right, okay, I'll leave now. I'll leave you be. I'll let you go about your day or evening or night as it is for me. Good night. I hope you have a good one. Bye.